Have you ever felt like someone has come to your home and is ripping you off your parents' attention? Have you ever noticed the frustration firstborns face once their siblings are born and they feel ripped off from their parents' attention and privileges? This is exactly how I feel right now as an African. The Chinese have actually taken hold of the African markets. And hey, take note that this video is solely for educational purpose. This is actually an awakening video for Africans. So please, goal getters, if you've never shared a video on this channel, this one should actually be that one video you would ever need to share. Please share this video to as many people as possible, for we really want more, if not all, Africans to watch this video. This is because in this video I am going to be pointing out to you exactly where we, the Africans, have gone wrong and how they took advantage of it. But before I continue, please permit me to applaud the Chinese people right now, because they have proven to be goal getters. This is because they always struggle to be the best at what they do. Yes, they always go an extra mile to be more than average, which is something I've been preaching on this channel, right? Please, my goal getters, I want you to understand that there's no way you can meet success, and I mean real success, if you are average or below average. If you want to attain real success, you must be above average. And that's exactly what we, the Africans, lack. Like I always say, we are so comfortable in conformity. We don't like to go out of the box. We don't like to go out of our comfort zone. And that's why we are where we are today. The Chinese always take advantage of trends. And you know, recently, Africa has been trending worldwide. Yes, Africa is the talk of the day. It's basically on everyone's lips. And the Chinese, who are so smart, have taken time to observe and notice some trends to hop on and make good money for themselves while we are sleeping. So in this video, I am going to be drawing your attention to 5 things that the Chinese have basically taken hold of in Africa that we really need to reconsider. Remember, my mission in this channel is to make sure that you attain your financial independence as soon as possible. So this video is one of those videos that I am going to be awakening your spirit to where we slumbered as Africans, and I am going to be telling you what we can do to level back and also make money in our motherland. If you're new, my name is Attribution and you're watching Africa Today. These are things I've taken time to observe, and I am going to be making some remark from what I observed and from what I got from exchanging with others. So I believe that most of the things I am going to be talking here about, you are obviously going to be recognizing them, and you would as well relate with most of the experiences I am going to be recounting here. So the first sector that the Chinese have taken hold of in Africa is the furniture sector. Yes, I am talking here of modern carpentry. Have you gone to those big shops in town and you want to buy a sofa for your living room? Have you bought that elegant and sophisticated dining for your home? You have, right? And I guess you bought it from one of those elegant shops in town. So the question is, who manufactured those? You know the answer, right? We've got the Chinese and the Lebanese right now. Most time it's the Chinese, right? So can we blame them for that? So in most African homes, if your furniture is not from the Chinese, it should be from the Lebanese or the Indians, or in some few cases from the French. But for the most part, it will be from the Chinese. You know, this is a group of people that are so smart to hop on every little opportunity they have. We seldomly buy from our African peers. And I believe in all cities, we've got our own African brothers manufacturing those same chairs and tables. But we wouldn't buy from them. So who is to blame here? Should we blame the Chinese for seeing a ready market and making good use of it? Or should we blame ourselves for not patronizing our own African brothers? But then there is a big question mark here. Why do we choose to buy from the Chinese instead of buying from our own brothers? I know what you'll be thinking right now, right? We often say in Africa, support your own, support your own, support your own. Yes, it is good to support our own, but in as much as we want to support them, are they offering the quality we want? Because I've noticed that most time times we boycott our own brothers and buy from the Chinese because we easily get up to standards and affordable furniture from them. This is because the Chinese people are so smart. I remember years back when my hubby and I went to buy some furniture. We actually wanted an elegant modern sofa for our living room. So when they took us to their showroom, we saw a design that we loved, but we weren't satisfied with the material used. And guys, before we could open our mouth to complain that we didn't love the material, that guy sneaked immediately into a room and came out with a bundle of samples for us to choose. Honestly, we were so impressed because we've never seen such a behavior from any African. We had the opportunity not only to choose the material we wanted, we could actually choose the quality we wanted, the color we wanted, and we even went as far as customizing the design more to suit us. So just analyze such a situation. Can our African brothers do this? Let's be honest with ourselves. Do Africans behave this way? I can assure you that once you get into an African showroom and you dare to ask the simple question of, please, do you have other colors or other designs? It's like you've committed a crime. For the kindest ones, they would instantly reply you with an arrogant voice and a frowning face that no, that's all we have. So we were so impressed that day by their concern and the desire to please us, so much so that we ordered for those chairs immediately. And they told us that we could return in 5 days to get our customized chair ready. And mark you guys, 5 days later, they were the ones who called us to notify us that our chair was ready. With such a service, are you going to be patronizing your brother just for the sake of the fact that they are your brother? Or will you be going for the best, where you know you'll be treated nicely and you will be offered exactly what you want? So while you ponder on that, let me go to the next point, which is obviously the logistic sector. I am talking here of things like bikes and tricycles. Do you think it's normal in 2023 that we, the Africans, get comfortable assembling bikes? By assembling, I mean mounting bikes, yes. We don't manufacture them. We are comfortable importing all the various parts and just assemble or mount them and sell. Aside from some few countries like South Africa, Nigeria, and maybe Ghana, who produce bikes and even cars, most African countries just import the different parts and assemble. Remember, I said from the beginning of this video that this was an awakening video. So I am just drawing your attention to certain sectors that are very lucrative, but of which the money goes to different pockets. Bikes are highly used in most African countries. The Africans who don't have cars often make use of taxis or bikes for their transportation. And you know taxis don't go into the interior of most quarters. So most Africans will make use of bikes more than taxis. So millions of bikes are bought on daily basis across Africa. So imagine how much we are giving to those people. What's really wrong with we, the Africans? Is it that we can't manufacture a common bike? You, the African diaspora, what are you doing? Doesn't make sense that you who maybe live abroad and who maybe have the advantage over we here to learn certain skills or acquire certain expertise, you don't make good use of them in your motherland. Do you find it logical that why the Africans back home invest in businesses like selling of hair, selling of body cream, shoes, dresses, basically things they import from others and sell? Do you find it appropriate for you, the diasporans, to actually come and invest in Africa in those same common businesses? You've got the advantage of making dollars for yourselves, which is something that when you come back to Africa and convert it to our various currencies, it often amounts to huge sums of money. So what are you guys doing? Why can't you guys think of such a sector? I know some of you would say that, oh, you're discouraged by the government who doesn't help you in any way or who puts a lot of taxes on you. As a goal-getter, nothing should stop you from doing something if you believe in that thing, all right? I want to think that what you lack is the will, because when there's the will, there's always a way. Now, the next thing that Chinese have taken hold of in Africa that is so shocking to me is our precious cassava. Cassava is one of those things that Africans widely use in various forms. Our most treasured African snack called gari is made from cassava. Our African fufu, which is widely consumed in most African countries, is made from cassava. Our starch used to press dresses is made from cassava. We've got cassava chips, and recently some Africans have started producing cassava flour as a replacement to wheat flour. So cassava is so precious for we the Africans. It pisses me off to notice that here in Cameroon 3 years back, we used to buy a basin of cassava fufu for $5, and now in 2023 we buy it for $15. That's basically times 3 the price. And to make matters worse, we don't even see it. There is complete scarcity of gari. A kilo of gari that used to cost $1 now costs $2. So that's basically times 4. And we don't even see it. Gari is almost like gold in Africa right now. That's why we encourage Africans to cultivate cassava. There's a video here that we made giving you details on cassava production. So if you're interested, please do well to watch this video and do what you can do to help out. The situation is actually alarming right now. Do you know that as I'm talking to you right now, the Chinese have stormed the southern region of Cameroon and are basically buying all the cassava available there. The local farmers harvest and sell all to them, and at very low prices. And also they've managed to secure hundreds of hectares of land in the south region of Cameroon to produce cassava, which they harvest and export directly to China. Isn't it crazy that they would come and exploit our cassava at very cheap rates to export to China and process it into gari and send back to Africa for we the Africans to buy for times 3 the price we used to buy when we were producing it ourselves. Sorry if I had to raise my voice, for this is a topic that upsets me so much, my goal-getters. And that is why I would please love you all to share this video so that a lot of people get to know about all of this. This point upsets me so much that I am going to quickly dive into the next point. This point is also another very irritating one, alright? This has to do with the African print. Talking about this right now, I just feel the Africans are somehow insulted or disrespected. Yes, I understand that they could be doing this just for business reasons because this sector is so lucrative. They are business people after all, so it's normal for them to seize any opportunity they can and make good use of it. Yeah, I understand that part of it, but at the same time, I feel we the Africans really slumbered at this level. I am not talking here of the ordinary common African prints that anyone could wear. No, I am talking here of African traditional materials. Yes, I am talking here of the Nigerian traditional wrapper, the Ghanaian traditional wrapper, and the Cameroonian traditional wrapper, precisely the Togo and the Ndor print. These are materials that were treasured back in the days in Cameroon, but today they've basically lost their value. I remember back in the days, the Togo or the Ndor print were strictly handmade. You actually needed lots of artistic skills to be able to produce one. Our parents basically took weeks and weeks to produce one dress. This is because everything was handmade. Every stitch was delicately done, and this material had a lot of value. In fact, not everyone could lay hands on it. Not everyone could afford it. So it had such value that you were so respected once you wore it. But now I am shocked to go to the market and see printed Togo materials or printed Ndor materials all over the place. They sure did something good to replicate those designs and make them more available for the general public, but at the same time, I just feel the African tradition is being respected at this stage. So what do you think? If you think I am exaggerating, please just let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what you think about all these points I just raised. Like I said, this is a personal remark and points I concluded while chatting with other African peers. And if I've forgotten any item, please do well to state it as well in the comment section and let me know what you've noticed about that. If you've loved this video, please like it and share it with your loved ones. Please share this video massively. Like I said, we need lots of Africans to watch this video, for we need to raise awareness on all these things. If we want to build a better Africa, we better step up our game and actively participate in the development of our motherland. That's why on this channel, we make sure to bring you as many production ideas as possible so that you could have a lot of variety to choose from and therefore have no excuse not to embark on production. If we, the Africans, massively embark on production, at a certain point, we wouldn't see the need of importing anything. That said, I would love to thank our lovely subscribers who subscribe to our membership and who have been supporting Africa Today for a while now. We really do appreciate you, and we want to assure you that you are actually participating already in Africa's development in your own way. Thanks for watching this video as I beg to take my leave.